Hi guys, welcome to the NiKo Show. Today we are going to be talking about one little game called as Mad Max. Now, obviously, many of you know that this is a open world game which came out way back in 2015. It has been more than 10 years that this game came out, and many people know that this game was sandwiched between some great releases like Metal Gear Solid, Phantom Pain, and Arkham Knight came just before that. So people were playing Witcher, Arkham Knight, and then Metal Gear Solid, Phantom Pain, and on the same date, this game got released. So that hurt its visibility more during that time. But over the course of uh, years and months, people found out about this game, that this game is actually good. And but there were these unanimous complaints that Mad Max open world is repetitive, the combat is repetitive, the activities that you do are same, they feel same, and I agree with most of those points. But uh, and personally, full disclosure, I love this game with all my heart, and I personally disagree with some of the points that the locations feel the same. Many people say that uh, doing activities might feel same, yeah, obviously, but then you have to grind to upgrade your car, you have to collect scrap, and the game has all these aspects where you have to these open world aspects where you have to find those balloons or something which go in the air, the hot air balloons, and then you survey the area, what are the outposts in that surroundings, and all those things that open world games have. But this argument that the locations are same and there is not much variety in those locations, that is the point that I disagree with many people, and I will be showing you why. And I have some videos. I have only 4 videos, so each of the video is a scavenging location. So in this game you have these locations where you can go and collect scrap from. Some are elaborate camps, obviously, but some of them are more condensed and just simple locations where you can just collect a few scraps and then get out and get back to your journey in the open world. One thing obviously many people know is that this game makes you feel alone, like really alone. You actually feel desolate when you're traveling from point A to point B because there's nothing in the game that distracts you. You know, you're going from A to B, you're going to this location to get the scrap and, complete a checklist of sorts. But during that journey you see desert, the wasteland, everything has been destroyed by uh, the nuclear things that happen in the lore in this game. So one by one I'm going to go through the video. So this location, you will be watching it on the screen right here somewhere. So I came across this location in the game. Now, do forgive me because some of these videos are quite dark, so you might not be able to see it as good as I am, but I'll make sure to just up the brightness a little bit. So as you can see, I came across this location within a cave where you have this. So basically the seas have dried up in this game, and so obviously you will have remains of animals, sea animals. So I came across this location where you can see on the screen that it was through a cave, and then you have these skeletal remains of a whale, or I don't know which animal this is. And then there was this throne at the end of this cave, which was entirely made out of the skull of that animal. So you will find these hidden locations. They are not hidden per se, but you'll come across these locations as you explore them on the map. So it is on the map. You can just click on the map, it will take you there. The navigation will point you there, and then you can go and come across these amazing locations. And these little locations have these storytelling, right? The organic form of storytelling, which I personally love more than the ham-fisted kind of ones with cutscenes, right? Sometimes you need some kind of contextual things happening in the background to know what the world is all about. So these kind of details are filled in this game for you. So these are the subtle ways that the game sort of tells you about the world, and it's just amazing. So this is the first video which I wanted to share. So this was cave, right? This was a cave. Now when you go across a bigger camp, when you come across a bigger camp, you have a camp which is on a height like this one. You will see it on the screen. So there is this high mountainous region, as you can see in the video. It's so high, and the view is amazing, by the way. And I have recorded this on Xbox Series X, so it runs amazing on that system, 60 frames per second, chef's kiss. Okay. And so just have a look at this location. I'll keep the video playing. And So this location is on a height, but it is on a bit of a edge of the cliff, and then on the left side is are all the valleys and thing, and then you have this rustic location on the right side of the cliff, and then you fight all these mobs. And then this is a bigger camp, this is a stronghold, you can see in the video. This is one of the strongholds that of one of the enemies that you come across. So again, amazing variety of locations. You can loot everything, look for collectibles, and then use those scraps that you earn as currency. You can use that to upgrade your car. So it is more of a RPG for cars. It's a car PG, so to speak. Okay, so amazing locations, amazing variety. So this was the second video. So this was just a different location that you come across. Then you have this ship, right? There are many ships in this game where they are just stranded because in the end it is set in Australia. Mad Max's universe is set in Australia. So there are these huge oceans which have dried up, or huge seas which have dried up, and then you have these remnant structures of ships and all those factories, all the industrial, all the remains of human civilization. And this is one of it, where you have the ship and then you walk underneath the ship, you go down in the basement sort of, and you have scraps, you find some enemies, and all in all a very dense variety of locations. Yes, you will be doing the same things in the game, you'll be collecting scrap, you will be defeating enemies, you will be uh, engaging in this Arkham style combat more often, and you have a shotgun to vary up the combat a little bit, but not to that much of an extent, but still you have those options. Then you have these canisters which you can throw, and then you fire a shotgun at it. So you can have these kind of moments in the combat, but I agree that the variety is not that much. But then you have these locations that you come across, all these different not biomes per se, but different locations, and the way the locations are presented to you are different. So when people say that, oh, there is not much variety in locations, I beg to differ with those people, because I already showed you just three locations, okay, and one of them was a stronghold, the other two were just normal camps, just side camps, which you might not even go to if you prefer to just zoom through the main story. Now I will have another video on the screen. Now this is a bit dark, so again, please forgive me for that. Now this location was just, when you look at it from a distance, it's just one crevice in a in this rock, or a big the big, it's not even a hill, I don't even know what to call this. It's just a normal boulder or something, and in between that there is just one groove, and through that groove you can just go through and come across this scavenging location. On map you can see these icons which are marked by hands, so those are just normal scavenging camps which you can come across. And then again, as you delve deeper into it, it's a big cave, right? It's a big cave, and as you can see, there are some enemies you come across, then you collect the scraps, and then you're done with it. So this is just some of these variety of locations that I wanted to share with you personally. And so yeah, when people say that this game is repetitive or there is not much to do in it, I kind of beg to differ, because there are quite a few of these uh, variety of locations that you can bank upon if you are getting quite bored with the monotony of the grind. So obviously there is the main story, then there is the side activities, which also have some story elements to them, side quests like which are like a few, and I don't expect cutscenes or any deep narrative, but there are some story related things even in the side content. And then you have the repetitive uh, uh, grind of just collecting scrap, going to these locations, and the game sort of doesn't force you that, but you naturally move towards improving your car, because there are many things to do with car combat. And then you can come across these convoys which are which they move in a fixed location, and then when you grow and when you evolve or upgrade your car to a level, you can fire thunderpoons, you can fire harpoons and knock the doors out. So quite a few ways to tackle this situation, and so if you go deep into it, the game is quite good. And that is all I wanted to say in this video to, so the main point being is that yes, the game might get repetitive, but the locations are quite varied, and that is what I love about Mad Max in general. Okay, and we will cover more about this game. I just want to touch on this aspect because that is what I wanted to highlight in this video. So until then, guys, I hope you give this game a chance, and if you have something to share about this game or any game in general, let me know in the comments. Until then, I will see you in the next NiKo show. Take care and keep gaming.